with Mickey in mind. The writer and Mickey came on about the same time, and Rob Siegel had a photograph of Mickey above his computer, so he was channeling Mickey, absolutely. And but then Mickey, of course, had many opinions about stuff, and we went through the script many times, line by line, and he did a lot of work on it, and a lot of it was, I'd say, a quarter to a third of the film was improvised. So, which was great. It was great fun because he's a great improviser. I mean, the supermarket stuff, half those people are actors, half those people are real people ordering meat. We didn't have enough money to close the supermarket or the meat counter, and they were coming up, and no one really recognized Mickey because he had a hairnet, and most people wouldn't recognize Mickey anywhere anymore. And so I was like, Mickey, just start serving them, and some manager came up to me and said, can you ask Mickey to improve his handwriting? And I said, what are you talking about? And it turned out people were going and they were buying what Mickey was giving them. You think he knew the difference between Jarlsberg and cheddar? Not a chance.
So, what's the woman who wanted a little more a professional actor?
She was a professional. But the woman who asked for, who was ordering the fried chicken and asked for the 2 big breasts, he made up that line. He was like, yeah, that's what I want, 2 big breasts. It's like a brain. And we just, he's brilliant, he's very funny, and he was able to bring that kind of humor there. But it's interesting, that was also actually one of the hardest days because for about 2 weeks up to that, Mickey kept saying, can he be a dishwasher? He didn't want to deal with people, and he felt. And what I realized is I couldn't figure out why he was being so tough that day. And then it dawned on me the next day that he was connecting to the Rams' shame. He felt it. And then he told me a story about how once he was in LA and he called up a friend and asked him if he could get some hours doing some construction work when things were bad. And the guy said, Mickey, I don't have time for your joke, and hung up on him. And he's like, I can't even get a construction job. That's how bad it got for him. So he really linked with it. If you ever get a chance to see a film again, which I hope you all can bring a friend and go see the film again, but you'll see when you watch that, it's not just funny. There's all this pain underneath it. He's really pissed off to be there, and you can see underneath that. When he says, "How about them Cowboys?" He's like really pissed. It's not just being funny.
Questions? Sir, right in the back.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, did Mickey have his dog with him?
No, we've got another question.
Did Mickey have his dog with him?
We'll answer the other question first, and then that'll be a cliffhanger.
The first question.
The first guy.
The first guy right in the back.
I just wanted to ask, your previous film, you developed this style. I was curious, there was none of that in this movie which should work, but I didn't know if it was a conscious choice or just because the story led to this.
I wanted to do something completely different, and I think it's important as, if you're going to be creative, to just constantly keep changing and not hold on to who you once were. And so for the first 3 films for me was very much a chapter, and after The Fountain, I sort of felt like that chapter was over, and I wanted to do something very different. And I didn't know what it was, and then this kind of project emerged, and I just got excited about not doing, the first few films I was trying to use the camera more as a brush than as a camera. And on this, I just really wanted to do something without any subjective stuff and see what happened. And it was scary at times, but, I'm just really happy people are reacting to it well, because, you never know what's going to happen. So it was fun.
Totally worked, man.
Yeah, please.